What going on, man? How y'all doing? How you feeling? How you be, man? It's your boy HM3, right back at it, tapping back in. You know, it's been a minute, man. You know, life be lifing. Your boy be working, taking care of business, things, all that good nature. Let me give a shout out to Princess White. Thanks for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? You kind of came in a little early, but I had to take care of a few things. But on today's show, pretty much what I will be doing. Me and a homie of mine, my homeboy Skull. Hold on, he been tap in right now. Hold on, real quick. What up with it, bro?
What it do, man?
Ain't nothing to it. I'm just telling the audience, you know what I'm saying, that you had sent me a few videos to go over. You know what I'm saying? So I
Uh-huh.
kind of looked at it. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's see where it goes,
Okay,
and just
okay.
take it from there. You know what I mean? For those of y'all that don't know, the situation that went on with Shadow Hendrix, where she managed to get a crazy amount of GoFundMe money, all because she called a 5-year-old black boy a nigger. That's for some reason warranted her to get GoFundMe money because she felt unsafe for her life from something that she started. She provoked the situation. So I don't understand how the hell she feel unsafe. What up with
And
it,
let's
Ned?
add let's add that he's on the spectrum. He's autistic as well.
Oh,
It's a little
and
funny.
he's autistic. Interesting. Didn't know that part. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
he's autistic. So she went at an autistic child and called him the N word, all type of stuff, and played the Karen card that, oh my God, I'm scared for my life. Well, you kind of knew what you was doing before you did it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of sick of this whole victim Olympic situation we got going on in society, not just from whites, from blacks as well too. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, what I always try to tell us is that no white folks gonna stick together. We the ones
Oh
who don't
yeah.
stick together. You know what I'm saying? Right, wrong, and different. They're gonna ride for each other.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? What up?
That's
What
it.
up? What up? What up? My nigga Bang. Hey, if y'all listening, my nigga Bang going live at 8:30. He going there on the Diddy and Cassie stuff. Please like and subscribe to his video. It's gonna be hilarious. My nigga Serge go with the content. You dig what I'm saying? But but yeah, man. So Swell, what's your thoughts, man? If I try to find these videos real quick, can you hear me?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, go ahead. What you was finna say?
Yeah, I say you said it right. They stick together where we fall apart. They had this
Mm-hmm.
thing where, they stay on code. Um,
Mm-hmm.
some of the things they do is they will provoke. Once they provoke, they get a reaction that favors them, which is, the whole narrative of we all are fright. We all the big black scary people or whatever and stuff, and it's ingrained in them to feel hesitant around us or whatever, fearful around us, But
Right.
what they do is they provoke us, they get a reaction, and then they play victim,
Every time.
and it's like
Every
every
time.
single time,
you
every single time.
know.
Oh, give me one.
But
Give
also,
me one second. I'm sending some more invites. Give me one moment. I'm listening. I can still
all
hear
right,
you.
go ahead. All
Yeah.
right, go ahead. I was gonna say also we're gonna deep dive into should your old lady go to All Star Weekend without you? Is you cool with your chick going to All Star Weekend without you? Now, why would a woman want to go to All Star Weekend without her dude? Ned, if you listening, can you answer that? Like, why would your old lady want to go to All Star Weekend without her dude or with her homegirls? You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking. Simple question. I'm just asking. Real talk, real talk. You know what I'm saying? But what I will do is I'm gonna probably play a video real quick and get y'all thoughts on this right here, man. Y'all give me a second. Please give me a second. Let me see something. All right, here we go.
Stupid fucking idiot, red-shirted ass.
So anyway, we have to start with Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo? Shiloh? What the fuck? What are these names?
Well, Carmelo Anthony is a black teenager from Texas, right?
Right, not a koala.
They call me Caramello.
Now, mind you, this here my first time reacting to, so I don't know what the hell they're gonna say. I'm kind of clueless, so I'm watching along with y'all.
Yeah, not a koala. And he went to an athletics meetup, right? There was like an athletics day between schools sort of thing.
Okay, nothing out of the norm there. Blacks are very good at athletics.
Yeah, well, this is what happened.
Now to Texas, where a father says he forgives the teen accused of fatally stabbing his son at a high school track meet. Police are now revealing what led to the terrifying moment. Here's ABC's Andrea Fuji.
New details. Killing of Austin Metcalf, the student stabbed at a high school track meet near Dallas. According to the arrest affidavit, 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony has confessed to the killing, saying he was trying to protect himself.
So in a nutshell, what happened, right, is apparently Carmelo Anthony went and sat under a tent that belonged to a school that he didn't go to. This Austin Metcalf guy said, hey, listen, you don't belong here. Get the fuck out, sort of thing.
Oh, no.
And he's put his hand on Carmelo, and Carmelo said, hey, don't touch me, pulled out a knife, stabbed him in the chest, and killed him.
He knew how much I loved him, how much I do for him, anything. I do anything for him.
Hunter Metcalf says he held his twin brother Austin as he was dying.
I try to whip around this.
Sad story, ain't it? Sad story. Sad story.
Mhm.
But you know, we kind of covered this before, though. But what you guys say, Swole? If I keep playing it.
Yeah. Like I say, it's one of those things that, we have laws that from when the laws that were put into this land was placed here, it was never meant for us to be able to use these laws. It never applied for us. So you look at the stand your ground law, where you had people like George Zimmerman that went out and actually stalked a teenager that did nothing wrong and killed him. Got off of after going out stalking this young man, and got off, profited from it, but it applied to him. Okay, same situation. Well, not even the same situation, but this teenager at a sporting event, not on school property, didn't use a knife, had what is called a cleat cleaner, was threatened by two other people, jumped, stood his ground, and did whatever he needed to do to preserve his life.
Right.
On one end of the spectrum, it works for others, but when it's us, it's always questioning, it was some type of ulterior motive behind it. He came in, it was premeditated and this and that. But you have people like Kyle Rittenhouse, I can't think of his name.
Rittenhouse. Kyle
Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse. Yeah.
Okay. Who stole his mom's rifles. He wasn't even of age to be able to possess these rifles, right? Cross state line to go in and do some quote unquote patriot stuff, and he gets off. You don't cross over state line on to the T of stolen property, stolen firearms, and not planned. You can't say that's not premeditated because you got those weapons for a reason.
Exactly.
But yet, this young man at a track meet approached. He warned him. He's like, "Hey man, leave me alone," or whatever and stuff. They did not take heed. So he did what he needed to do to get him up off him. It's unfortunate that someone passed away, but at the end of the day, that is a simple case of, self-defense. There's no way to get around
No,
that and
for
stuff.
real.
But for them to immediately arrest him for that, where when we had situations like what happened to Ahmed Arbery, where it took them months to go after them two guys, you know, it took them months to go after Zimmerman, who was later acquitted or whatever. He got off. You know, they immediately thought the worst of Carmelo. And the interesting thing about that is this man was a stellar student. He was captain of, I think, the football team and his track team.
Right.
But they always, when it comes to us, they try to villainize us.
Yeah, I mean, but you know
When it
what?
comes,
In this situation, they couldn't do it and they struggled with it.
Mhm.
And the thing is, believe it or not, the person who had a terrible upbringing or a worse household was the twins. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? And
hmm
you know how it is, bro. Me and you went to school together, man. When I moved out there, when I moved out there where y'all at,
yeah,
I've seen the difference in the Caucasians to where how some of them actually like was, living the rich life, and the others was living in poverty like the niggas. You know what I'm talking
hmm
about on the low, but it don't get talked about or broadcast. Like a lot of them was living messed up lives or whatever the case. But for the most part, they'll get a pass just because of their skin complexion. You know what I'm saying? Like they got the same drama and trauma that we grew up in, but it don't get publicized or talked about, or even become a stereotype for that much. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thought on that. Let me play a little bit more of this, and hopefully they'll get to the shallow part because we kind of already covered this shit with Carmelo already, in my opinion. So I already really hit a shallow situation. So I might gotta fast forward.
as fast as I could, but I didn't see
Let me
the
see.
stab. But then halfway through my
right?
Yeah.
He's raised like over 500 grand. Then this black judge in Texas, right, reduces Carmelo's bond to $250,000. So again, all you've typically got to come up with is 10% to get out of jail, right? Pending your trial. So Carmelo gets bonded out, right? They've used obviously 25 grand of this money. Then instead of, like stockpiling the rest for his legal defense, they rent a fucking $900,000 house and buy a couple of sports cars.
Oh no.
Now this right here is false for the people listening. That's a stereotypical rumor that got put out there, and they didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of something that's the white media propaganda to make it seem as if blacks are dumb and not financially literal with their money, as if we're gonna do something ignorant like that. Come on, man. Like them people, Carmelo family, they come from money, they already got money, so they want to spend on that. But that's something they put out there to paint us in a certain light. You know what I'm saying? Just because in this case, a scenario situation with Carmelo, he's not a thug. So they got to angle the shit on black people. You know what I'm talking about? And this is one of them.
That is a bad look.
So this black family's fucking blinging it up, right?
What
They're
up with
like
it,
living
dog?
in luxury. They got these sports cars. It's like, yeah, they're high rolling.
We living it
What
up.
up with it, dog? I'm just playing some of this misinformation real quick, man. Pay it no mind. I see y'all. They get that money in OKC, my boy.
We're moving on up to the east side in a deluxe apartment. Oh, oh no, you can't say that.
But in the wake of this Carmelo Anthony thing, right, Shiloh has this confrontation. She gets filmed. She gets confronted by this guy. Anyway, just watch this.
You call him the child? Did you call the child the word? It is my own business. You call him a Okay, why don't you say it right now again? Okay. All right, that's what you say.
Anyway, there's a
The bleep she hearing is the white lady Shiloh calling everybody the N-word, the nigga. You know what I'm saying? What up with it, Ned? How you doing? How you feel?
Oh, well, what's good at HM3? And I forget his name because it's been late. It's been a minute since you've been
Yeah,
live.
it had been a minute. And my homeboy, man, Carlos Swole. Hey, you still there, nigga?
yep,
All right, yeah.
yeah. I'm
But
still here. Hey,
all right,
nice to
so
meet you again.
Yeah, so the woman talking is the shallow Hendrix chick. You ever heard about this Ned?
Oh yeah, I seen the video when it first, came out or whatever.
Okay. So what's your thoughts, man, regarding that?
See, I'm gonna say like this: when I don't care, I'm at that age. I don't care if you want to call me that, but it's the thing when it comes to children,
Hmm.
and especially the special needs. That's my children should be off limits, but they don't care or whatever. And I'm gonna say it like this: we got to take some responsibility in our community, as far as Black Americans, because we let certain other people say that. We let others say that and let them say it around us. But you get mad with one of them. When she did it, I'm just saying, like some of us allow this stuff
Hey,
because
you ain't
you
lying. Man,
yeah,
you
that's what I'm saying. Because you around me, I don't even use that. I don't use that's not a part of my daily life. And you look crazy. I'm around you. You
right.
saying that somebody of a different. Yeah, I'm looking at you like you're crazy.
See, my whole thing is like I left Cottage Park like during high school. Of course, I moved back after high school. But when I was in high school, I moved out there I want to say about 15, 20 minutes out like away from Cottage Park to Noonan. My mama tried to get us away from that, from the bullshit, because
Mm.
it was going down. It was going down where I was living at during my high school year. It's still going down right now. But she tried her best to move us away from that shit. But the thing is, when I got down there with my homie Swole living during my high school years, I was in for a culture shock. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the blacks out there was letting the white folks say that shit. Swole ain't
Oh,
say that
so
shit, but
it's
some
like
niggas
more.
did.
It's more mixture where you say you moved to at that time of high school when y'all moved. So,
Yeah.
okay, because I thought Atlanta was all. I didn't know it was like.
No, I mean, listen. When you get outside the Metro Atlanta area, it's a
Okay,
different world. It's a
okay.
different world. Am I lying, Swole?
He was just here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Swole, can you hear me? This nigga. But nah, but like I said, in typical fashion, he can break it down because he grew up down there. Like I said, I'm gonna let
oh,
him.
okay.
He finna come back up. He finna come back up. But you know what I'm saying. I went through that shit though. You know what I'm saying. It was really more so like there he is. He coming back.
Y'all could hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you
I can
now.
hear everything y'all said. All right, well,
Yeah,
yeah, like you
yeah,
were saying, yeah, there's no lie detecting on that right there. What you just stated,
yeah. Like I said,
no lie.
when I got down there, when I finally got down there, it was different for me. I ain't never experienced that type of shit before. Cause I grew up in Atlanta, College Park, whatever the case, everything predominantly black, all black. You know what I'm saying? But that was different out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he ain't take that shit, but he'll tell you. Me and him both know some niggas that we went to school with that was cool with that type of shit.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, it's like we seen what for what it was. Like I said, it was only we didn't make up a large percentage of the school and stuff, but um, I shared a story with a few people. You all right? So Georgia, their state flag was the rebel flag for the longest, and then they switched over
Mm-hmm.
um, during the time we was attending that school.
Right.
And really, they got into their feeling. They felt it's kind of like what it is right now. Just the same type of culture, the environment, or whatever we got
Mm-hmm.
right now. They got bold, got into their feelings or whatever and stuff, and they thought that they can, you know, do whatever they wanted to do to us. But between me and her and a few others or whatever, we weren't standing for that. We weren't going for that and stuff. And he ended up had a lockdown situation where the police came out there and stuff, man. We was all out there in all black and boots and stuff, whatever. We was just representing, but we weren't
Mm-hmm.
going for what they thought they was gonna go for.
Mm-hmm.
So we stood up for something way back then. So we knew we seen and experienced what's going on right now way back then. We was dealing with the Karens, the Dells, or whatever way back then as teenagers. So this ain't nothing
Yep.
new for us.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? So That's kind of why, like I stand firm on it. I always tell people, I'm like, Atlanta and the metro is different than the rest of Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Like you got your like Noonan heavily populated with black, but also a lot of white out there in Noonan as well. He'll tell you that. Griffin, same. Griffin and Noonan to me kind of similar in my opinion. I think Griffin probably a little bit rougher than Noonan maybe, but they about similar in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Columbus, Albany heavily populated with black. So is Macon. So is Savannah. So is Augusta. You know what I'm saying? But it's different than Atlanta, Georgia, because Atlanta is all black. You hear me, Ned?
Oh, I'm listening. Yeah, I mean, my
Yeah,
grandmother, she's not here anymore, but that's where she was originally from, was Macon, Georgia. But the
yeah.
crazy thing is, she left and never came back. Like, she left as a teenager and came to DC in those times.
Right. So that's why I say that though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna we're gonna get to the All-Star Weekend stuff. What's your thoughts though, Ned? If a woman told her dude she could All-Star Weekend without him?
You already know, entry. And she looking to make some money. She looking for the hookup to find her a man with some minks. Because not just the players gonna be there. It's gonna be the high rollers, or they looking to make some money that weekend doing you know what.
Yeah, it be like that sometimes. Shout out to him, man. Hey, for them type of weekends, man, it be good times, man. Good times. And it cost number
It depends on the
$40.
city. It depends on the city, though. That's the crazy thing, though.
Man, number $40 though, Ned. All right, maybe 100.
So some of them want more than $40. Saying,
You're
it's
right.
like you a little bit more.
All-Star weekend, everything overpriced. All right, $100.
I don't know. Some of
That
these,
100 gonna add up. That 100 gonna add up, Ned. The 100 will add up.
they might say they need 1,000. I don't know, depending on the female,
I'm just saying. All right, we'll play some more of this.
Slight twist to this story, right? The guy that confronted Shiloh is this guy.
She was gonna deny it and walk away. When there was a video and she saw that I was recording, she doubled down and even tripled down now.
The moral arbiter, right? He's jumped in, he's fucking saved the day. How dare you be mean to this child? He is but a minor.
Oh no, he's got a past too, hasn't he?
Charged with sexual assault of a 16-year-old. So these charges were dismissed, right? The court documents state that the case was dismissed in the interest of justice, right?
Let me ask you a question. Why is it important in this situation?
You said what again? I didn't hear you last part. What'd you say?
I was saying, why is this part so important in this situation? Being that he had
it's not important. They trying to change the argument around and trying to put the focus on him. See, they always go back to somebody's. If you got jail before, you've been on probation. You see, all he was doing was standing up for that child. They want to make him look like the bad guy.
You can't do that in this situation. Like, these are situations, in both of these cases with these Caucasians, you was wrong. You can't spin something that's not there. No matter how hard you try. It don't work. My opinion. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep on playing this real quick.
Now, what does that mean? I've got no fucking idea. This is Minnesota. This is where the fucking George Floyd shit happened. So in the interest of justice could mean we don't want riots. I don't know.
Okay. This whole thing is a fucking circus.
Yeah.
I mean, these are all loony people.
yeah.
Except for the poor boy who was stabbed. They're all loony bins.
Anyway, so like I said, this is everywhere. I was just before watching Tim Pool and Sargon of Akkad talking about this. I saw a little bit of Mr. Medica cover this yesterday. He made a fucking funny point. Notice this bit here. This is what he had to say.
I can't believe she monkey talked him. She sassed him. That was an orangutan call she did to this guy in the middle of this fucking park. And he didn't have that dead stop. He didn't know what the fuck to do. Did she just McGilla gorilla me in the middle of this fucking park? 600,000. Here you go. Here's your money. Would you like Bitcoin with that?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So he's just alluded to the twist of this whole saga, right? Shiloh Hendricks is being fucking doxxed. She's being like blasted on the internet. The left have just gone fucking nuts. We've got to expose this bitch. We've got to end her life. Destroy her life anyway. So she starts a give send go saying, I'm being attacked. I'm being doxxed. I have to relocate my family for our safety. And keep in mind, this is after the Carmelo Anthony thing like a month ago.
Yeah.
Stabs a fucking white boy in the heart, raises $500,000, moves into a mansion, buys a couple of sports.
Such a bad look.
People are pissed. So a lot of them have jumped onto the Shiloh Hendricks saga.
Oh, okay. So they're looking at this as retribution.
Yeah. So she starts raising all sorts of fucking money. She's outraised Carmelo. Her give send goes now at 680 grand.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is wild.
Yeah. So this is just white people saying, hey, fuck you. If you're just going to shower cunts with money for being cunts, then we're going to do it too. Go fuck yourself, right? This is actually really funny.
This woman is going to be memorized forever.
Well, she already kind of has been. They're calling her Joan of Park.
Oh, no.
So I've got a couple of opinions on this. This is both.
What's your thoughts on that? I'm kind of good on the rest of this damn video.
I'm good on it too. They're not from here, right? I could tell they're in their accent.
No, they're not. They're not.
And I
They're
mean,
not.
they think it's funny. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd rather for you to be racist, and I know that you are upfront, than be somebody who act like you're like my friend, but you do stuff behind my back like a liberal. If you get what my point is.
Yeah,
So
that's
I know the devil in front of me. You get what I'm saying? Like they said, don't act like you're for me or for my community, but you really behind the scenes, or you really talk
I
mess about me
mean,
behind the scenes.
yeah, that's kind of the whole thing with the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party been playing that way for us forever. You know what I'm saying? They play that they're for us and they love us and they got our back, and then they be doing all type of weird shit behind the scenes to us. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it be bullshit like that, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. But I'm gonna probably get on to the funnier shit. You know what I'm saying? We can actually have a, you know what I mean, and and enjoy this for the fuck of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm still
So
sending out
this is your
people invites and
girlfriend going
stuff.
to Atlanta for all weekend. Y'all ready? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get it going.
All right.
So as you can see from the girl herself, people most likely watched this video before, but I'm going to do a reaction video on this situation. So apparently the guy caught his girlfriend trying to go to Atlanta. She told him at the last minute she was going to Atlanta. But as usual, when I do these reaction videos, instead of me talking, I'm going to let the video do itself. So I'm going to play the video, and at certain points of the video, I will pause and give my opinion on the situation. So let's go.
Make no sense. So why are you going? So why would if she's sick, why would you be going to Atlanta? It don't make no sense. Are you really recording? Yes. Fellas, tell me. It don't make no sense.
What doesn't make any sense? Now?
Why are you going to Atlanta so late? Huh?
My aunt is sick.
But that don't make no sense. It don't make no sense though. I understand she's sick. Why would you even want to be around her if she's sick?
Look, Steph, if you don't believe me, like we've been together for a year now, so you're not believing what I'm saying.
I do trust you, but it don't make no sense. Well, why are you dressed up right now?
I'm trying to explain to you the same.
All right. So he's asking her, if your aunt is sick, why are you going to see your?
What's your thoughts on that, man?
I'm gonna let y'all go first and answer that one.
Okay, I'll go. She is preparing herself to go and get slutted and gutted.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
I hear you loud and clear, bro. Loud and clear, bro.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I know we talked about this a little bit behind the scenes, but
yeah,
NBA All-Star Weekend, you already know what's going down. It's just like Freaknik. You already know what you're going to when you're going to Freaknik. Back in our era,
nah,
you already know what it was.
Yeah.
So It takes a special person to actively, if let's say you're in a secure relationship, so-called committed relationship or whatever and stuff, and you just all of a sudden got to go down here for the NBA All-Star Weekend. You know, and there's other basketball games throughout the year or whatever. All NBA All-Star Weekend, you already know how it gets down. You know, you already know what's up. So,
Yeah.
especially with her right there, she's been slick with it. Uh, yeah, go. I don't want to hog away. Yeah.
Oh no, you good, bro. I just say this, man. My whole thing is, man. Some guys, or let me just say this: some chicks think they could come with something that bland and it'll be all okay. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my aunt got sick. Really? Right now, huh? Of all times. Now she got sick. All-Star weekend. Now if she had like a condition that's been going on, maybe that'd be understandable. But if you just pop up all of a sudden that she got sick, come on. It's either
Yeah.
your homegirl found some niggas with some money who gonna get y'all out there, or you know a nigga
Uh-huh.
who gonna get you out there. You know what I'm saying? And he just going, you know what I mean, to be in the function. I get it, but my thing is you can't do that in a relationship and then expect a man to sit to be cool with that shit. Because if you do the
Yeah.
same thing, shout it, you're gonna be going crazy on Instagram all goddamn night. You're gonna go live. You're gonna want
That's
to
right.
go on TikTok and do the Reese Tisa shit. You want to tell every damn thing the nigga did. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so like y'all can't be thinking y'all can do what y'all want to do and it's supposed to just go your way. You know what I mean? Like that was a piss poor effort, in my opinion. That shit was
Mm-hmm.
trash. I can spot that shit a million miles away. Ned, what you think?
Yeah, she ain't asked to go to no basketball game. Don't even know the basketball player's name. Don't even know one team. But I'm going to the All-Star weekend, Slickster. She ain't asked to go to no games, but she picked this particular weekend to go.
Yeah, come on, man. Like, hey, man, my thing is if that's how you move. You gotta be better at your movements. You can't be this goofy and sloppy. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Like, no, it definitely doesn't. Not at all. At all, at all. But let's laugh at some more of this goofy shit because she gonna think she's doing something.
Yeah.
Your aunt, if she's sick, why would you want to be around your aunt when she's sick? Good point. But and then he asked her, why you dressed up like that? Obviously, if you're going out for All-Star weekend, you're going out to get your back blown out by other men, or what we call the meat market. So the reason why she's dressed like that is obvious, because she's going out there to get attention from other men. That's why she's dressed like that. Why would she be going to Atlanta at the last minute and told her boyfriend at the last minute she was going to Atlanta? She's a walking red flag. But let's continue.
Stuff. I'm going to see my aunt.
You're going to see your aunt. It don't make no sense. You're going to Atlanta, where all your friends is. I follow them. I follow them on Instagram. All your friends: Rebecca, Ashley, TT.
Well, I didn't know they was there. So
I see. What do you mean you didn't know they was there? So you ain't been watching their stories, huh? Them in all random people, random dude sections, huh?
Oh my god, man! Come on, man! Like this, that shit is terrible. I know that shit won't work, man.
Yeah, she thinks most of the times it ain't gonna be the basketball player. You might get the bench player or some other dude out there. If you're looking for the basketball player, ma'am, it ain't gonna happen.
Ned, a small percentage get an actual basketball player. They gonna
Yeah,
get
that's
just
what I'm saying. Like, who? That's what they be
yeah,
thinking they gonna get the back. Let me name somebody who's Anthony Edwards out there or somebody like that. You ain't gonna really see no Anthony
you're not
Edwards.
gonna get his presence. You're not gonna get nowhere near what he got.
Yeah.
Let me share some. Let me share something with y'all real quick, and I'm gonna piggyback on what you said about a lot of don't know any basketball players and whatnot and stuff to be one to attend something like this. So there was old hustle back in the day, years ago. Well, with my homie, he looked like Common, the rapper, but he was like, "Hey, Swole, hey man, I need you to dress up in a suit and act like you my bodyguard or what." I'm gonna say I play for the Golden State Warriors, And that way, you know what I'm saying, I can make it do what it do, or go out to the club or whatever and stuff. Because with that mindset, he looked like he could have played basketball. So to piggyback on what you were saying, a lot of them don't even know who the basketball players are. So anybody run a game, a con like that or whatever, they went thinking they mean a star or whatever and stuff, could have got, you know, going out here doing what they know they gonna do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a big dude or whatever and stuff. Swole for, they don't call me swole for no reason. So that could have easily at work. Me
Right.
being the
Right.
bodyguard or whatever and stuff.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's my whole thing. I'm like that. I mean, my whole thing is her attempt and her deflection was so trash. I'm like, I know you don't think this nigga, even if you do leave and get away and have fun, in my opinion, you were goofy if you let her come back and y'all stay together.
Yeah.
Like I said, the only way is fair, nigga. When she come back, you go on a trip and do your thing. Fair is fair, right? You know what I'm saying? Fair is
Yeah.
fair. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't even go and do nothing with nobody, you just leave when she come back and be gone for a
Yeah.
weekend. You know what I'm saying? Can't say nothing. Can't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Can't say
She
shit.
gonna be.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just more so like things like this where I see people, some people, you know, they get caught up in the glitz and trying to be around these celebrities and high rollers, man. Like, you got to remember what you got at home, man. You know what I'm saying? If you
Yeah.
feel as if you can move like that, you know what I'm saying, while in a relationship, you might well leave, buddy. In my opinion.
Yeah.
For real,
Yeah.
for real. But let's keep on laughing. This shit's gonna be funny.
About All-Star Weekend, like, what are you talking about?
I didn't say nothing about All-Star Weekend. Huh?
That's where
I didn't say nothing about All-Star Weekend.
Why you come?
So now he's calling her out for her friends being in Atlanta and her not knowing about it. She claimed that she didn't know her friends was in Atlanta. She's lying. Women are always watching each other's stories and posts on social media. She definitely knew her friends was in Atlanta or going to Atlanta, so she wanted to tag herself along with the friends for All-Star Weekend. So this chick is clearly lying. He's calling her out on her BS. She's filibustering. She's coming up with new lies to make. Fellas, if your woman is going out for All-Star Weekend, or even for anything, if she's going out to Vegas, if she's going out to Cancun, if she's going out to Hawaii or anywhere, last minute, she's going out there to get her back blown out. Period. But let's continue.
So, okay, so check this out. So if you're going, so check this out. So why are you having red bottoms, huh? I seen your bag. I seen it already. Why are you bringing red bottoms? Huh? But why would you bring red bottoms? Explain that. Why would you bring red bottoms? Explain that.
No, I always bring them with me.
You always bring them, but you're just going down there to see your aunt.
Hey Ned, when you go out of town to see a family member and they ill, do you bring like your Sunday's best with you?
What do you mean? Like, if I was going to see it, well, you know, my family's small, but like, if I'm going, if somebody I knew was actually sick, I'm not worried. What the heck I'm worried about some red bottoms, and I hope he ain't pay for them red bottoms either.
Probably did.
He probably, that's what I'm saying. Probably did. Yeah, that's if you want to see somebody who's supposedly sick, that's the least thing you worried about.
Yeah. Like I said, you know, it'd be tough. It'd be tough. Like I said, you know, as Buddy said, she was full of bust from just saying any and everything. She's just trying to say whatever she can, just enough to get out the house. And she, in her mind, she probably thinking, I deal with this bullshit when I get back in town.
Mm-hmm.
No, ain't nothing wrong with it. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? But just know what could potentially happen from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my take. You know what I'm saying? As far as that go. You know what I mean? But let's listen to some more of her excuses. Let's hear it.
Day, right? And coming right back.
What if I have a photo shoot to do? I'm a model.
A photo shoot. So now you're going. Now it's changing from a photo shoot. Wait, I'm sick.
Now she made up a new law. Now she's saying that since she carries her red bottoms, it's for a photo shoot. It's not for a photo shoot, fellas. Even to the boyfriend who might be watching this video, she's not going to do no photo shoot. Even if she is some type of model, she's a class D model. No one cares about her like that. She's going to get her back blown out on All-Star Weekend. She's going to be doing photo shoots, but she'll be doing photo shoots bent over for another man. Let's continue.
Just getting taken.
So it's going from a model, a photo shoot. But you don't. So this ain't you want this one raise your antennas?
Just say it. If you don't trust me, just say it.
No, I don't trust you. No. Why?
In your relationship,
Why?
you don't trust me?
Because you're going to Atlanta on some last minute talking about your aunties. It don't make no sense to me. I've been watching all these memes. The respectfully dude, he said if your girl's going to Atlanta this week, don't be with her.
That's right.
Hello? Hello?
Oh my God.
This ain't adding up. 2 + 2 ain't equaling 4.
That's
Social media. Social media. It's common sense too. Because you got your red bottoms in there, you said you might do a video shoot. Oh, you're going.
Damn, a whole video shoot, huh? Damn, Swole. What you gonna do? Your old lady tell you that, bro? You cool with that? Come on, Swole. Talk about it. He said, hey, stay right there with the kids. I'm going to do a video shoot in Miami. I'll be right back, though. By the way, my auntie's sick as well.
Hey.
Huh?
Eric May said when they go low, I go lower.
Yeah.
It's gonna be either that or it's gonna be a dismissal. You get kicked to the curb. But if I'm okay with that, don't trust me. Do not trust me at all.
Hey, that real. Hey, he just said something right there. Ned, you heard that? That's
Yeah, I
something to
heard
think
that.
about, Ned. When you give it somebody, if he can trust you, do all that, just know. Just know. Just saying. Somebody got a little something in the back pocket.
I think like if you goofy or whatever and stuff, they will try to try you like that, and yeah, they may get away with it. You know.
Yeah.
But
Man, she went from my aunt is sick to I might do a video shoot. That's crazy. How the heck, man? Please. I wish.
But it had to be something before all that transpired for her to feel like that she can go and talk crazy. I mean, that's insane. That's crazy what she's saying to the dude right there, man.
Well, here's
So
the
it had to
thing.
be something that led up. Go ahead.
We don't know, buddy. We don't even know how he look. He could be a goofy, lame, ugly nigga that got a little bit of money, and she feel like I'm a bad bitch. I can do what I want. He ain't gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? Some women carry themselves and such. You know what I'm saying? She cute, so she knows she gonna tell him she gonna get chose for shit show. You know what I'm saying? But her being chose is probably not the best move. You know what I'm talking about? In the situation. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's wild though. That's wild, man. That's wild. Hey, fellas.
Yeah.
You guys talk to your girl, man. She ever mentioned the All-Star Weekend not going without you? That's a big red flag. Tremendous red flag. Yeah, me.
Going to Atlanta All-Star? Woo!
Yeah.
Atlanta, Miami. It's over.
3 or 4.
Even Vegas. Even Vegas. I throw Vegas in there.
Oh yeah, when the Vegas come. Oh shoot.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
you sure you want to do that?
Yeah, and LA a special mention too. If it was in LA,
right.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you
not
want to
forget
go
New
ahead.
Orleans either.
Oh,
that's right.
Yeah. Well, you're right, because you get a room down there, I want to say, on Bourbon Street, all the hotels, like, stacked on top of each other and across from each other. You can open your hotel room up and see somebody in the hotel room adjacent from you, get their attention, figure out their room number, call that phone, and y'all be talking, just like that. You know what I'm talking about? Just like that. Easy. I've done it before. That's what I'm saying. Easy. Trying to tell you,
Yeah,
it don't take much though. We get out of town, but let me play some more of this.
yeah.
Going down there to see your aunt, and then now you might do a video shoot.
I'm just saying, the photo shoot might come up.
All right, man. Just go. You for the go. You for the streets. Just get out. Go. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. And don't come back.
Yes, I'm coming.
No.
You better get out.
Yep. Peace. Peace. Think I'm Boo Boo the Fool. I must got Boo Boo the Fool written on my forehead.
Damn. That's
That's what
crazy.
I'm talking about.
That's crazy. So
Mhm.
like, shout out to him though, man. You know what I mean? He stood on something. Shout out to him.
Yep.
Shout out to him.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Now, let me ask y'all something. And Ned, is this true? You know, I'm gonna play this video, and maybe you can give us a better light on it because you're a woman. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So, like I said, Ace, well, on this one, we're gonna let her quarterback this. You know what I'm saying? Because she's a woman.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, let me know if this dude speaking caps or facts. You know what I'm saying? All right,
All right.
let's get to it. I got to rewind this shit real quick. Shout out Anthony Dang.
Like, what is
Nobody is
all?
gonna bother you. We don't want to hear about your how many baby daddies you got at home.
And we don't want to hear about how many dogs you have. Your dog. And then on top, let me finish.
No. See, now the real. No. Hold on. See, the real you is coming out.
No, I'm not hiding anything. To go around, let me finish.
No. Hold on. The real you is coming out now.
Okay.
We don't want to hear about your dog. Fuck you. Now. No.
Okay, well,
See,
fine.
the thing that y'all don't understand is people know that y'all got a negative disposition towards them.
Well,
White people know y'all hate them. And then when they return the same energy back to you, when they say, well, don't nobody want to hear about your ghetto kids at home that keep on writing on the wall all day, then you're going to get offended. You can talk about their dogs and say, fuck you. But then if they call you an angry black woman and it's, and this is where the black fatigue comes from.
Take it away, Dad.
All right. I'm gonna say it like this. Like, why did she have to bring up the dogs? he fucking his dogs. Like, come on with that. We not them people, okay? We don't do that in this community, okay? We don't do it now.
Right.
We don't believe in that.
Right. I'm just wondering, Swole, what you think?
I think.
Listen,
All right. So,
by the
go ahead.
way, we love black women, but
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
something that's
Absolutely.
it's been going on for a minute, and it got to get addressed. Go ahead, Swole.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm glad you cleared. Yeah. That is 100%. Yeah. What you just said. Love, and respect our black women. You know, we protect our black women, honor them, cherish them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm gonna say this. When I look at feminism, and I understand the reason behind it, but there's a even sinister reason behind it, though. You know, we all want equality, and women should be as equal as men. You know, we all have our roles to play, but it is what it is. But the hidden evil behind feminism is okay. You look at how look at a white feminist, and they garner support from black feminists, and it seems like with that, the black feminists turn against black males, right? Whereas with white feminists, at the end of the day, they don't turn against their white counterpart, their male counterpart. They still are white first, you know, where versus it's easy to divide us using that, you know. It
Right.
creates a separation between black men and black women, which should not be that. We should all, we
Right.
struggle the same. You know, we birth into situations where, we stay in constant survival mode. Black man, black woman. So for
Right.
feminism to take an effect and it helps white supremacy work because it keeps us separated. So yeah, that angry black woman or whatever and stuff, it's like, hey, I understand whatever and stuff, but it's like at the end of the day, man, we all we got. We gotta
Nah, for
fight
sure.
together, work together, you know, instead of, fighting against each other and stuff.
Exactly. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and play some more of this real quick. I go to the bathroom anyway. We'll play some more of this and mute my mic. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back. Like I said, I already saw this video, so it's very interesting. Ned, when I stop it, take it
Okay.
away, okay?
All right.
All right, bet.
Because y'all always victims and you're never the aggressor. For some reason or another, y'all are always the ones that get offended. And then when you finally get called out on your, then it's, oh my God, I can't believe it. Diversity, equity, inclusion, and all of this other bull. You just exhibited exactly what men deal with on a regular basis. Now, white people are dealing with it. See, this is what men have been going through inside of their households. They've been knowing and they've been dealing with the angry black woman syndrome for centuries or decades. Now, white people, the very ones that y'all join forces with, especially white women, they saying, okay, Shaquanda, how many times are you going to be aggressive in the workplace? And how much chicken are you going to steal out of the refrigerator? And when they then call y'all out on y'all boy, now it's you. We don't like to hear your dogs, and I didn't want to go to the potluck because your cat probably was standing on the counter. Now it's coming out. See, now we can start. Now we can get somewhere. Now we can get somewhere because they can see. They can see. They can see. They can see the resting face. Y'all don't hide y'all emotions well. You think that everybody is supposed to tiptoe around y'all. And now they have black fatigue. Q, now you see what black fatigue is. You're muted, Dalen.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, Tiff?
All right. Well, he is right in that way. Like, not all of us. I want to talk about the black women. We be all friends with them, but the true history that they be friends, but they when you need in trouble, when you need something, they don't be there for you. They go to their white husbands or try to get with the black brother behind your back,
Right.
and then you got a problem, don't you?
Right. Mm-mm.
Exactly. If we want to go in history, y'all was suffering really when you was right there with them slave owners and Reconstruction period. They was right there being racist towards us too. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Talking about we equal. No. We couldn't vote either man and woman as far as black community. So I'm not this feminist mess. I don't like it at all.
Well, Ned, I'll
It's
tell
just
you
gotten
this.
outrageous now. It just really, especially in our community. I don't know where the mothers, what happened. I don't know what are they raising their daughters. It's just getting ridiculous.
Well, the movie Wait Till Exhale happened, Ned. You forgot?
Look, that was a real look. Terry, I forgot what her last name
Terry
was.
McMillan. Yeah,
Yeah,
Terry
Terry
McMillan.
McMillan. Okay, and
Yeah.
that first of all, that was a boy. Look, Terry McMillan, you got to stop. Okay.
Yeah.
Because what
Yeah.
happened to her personally, that Stella got a groove back was about her, but that wasn't even about a black man in America. You went to Jamaica and found that young guy.
Right. That's all. That's all I'm saying. You got to remember, like, don't get me wrong. It's a lot more louder today than it was when we was growing up. we got to remember, we had the Way to Excel, the Oprah shows, all them Terry McMillan books. We had the Can You Pay My Bills?
I need a
No
soldier.
Scrubs,
Hmm.
Independent. Yeah, all this. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't social media around to blast it every minute, every second. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't around. Now you had people who felt how they felt back then, but they kind of knew there was a silent minority. Whereas today, they're the loud minority. You feel me? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but they just be like everywhere.
Nonetheless,
Yeah.
I, I was gonna say nonetheless, they are the minority, but they just loud as hell now. So everybody who just hear them assume that's the way it goes across the board. In actuality, it
You
doesn't.
know, you just made me think about something when you name all
What's
those
that?
songs back from our era, and to
Yeah.
think back that back then and that music, whatever, it was so much about being divisive. It's like just the division. But then you
Mm-hmm.
look at on the other side, especially country music, whatever and stuff, or there was no division or separation between, you know, I need to be independent and this and that or whatever and stuff, or can you pay my bill? There was no type of songs or media that portrayed European as that in that mindset. It was only seemed to be in ours where the value of a person don't matter, when it comes to us. It's what you can provide, what I can get from you, what I can get out of you, is what's been teached and encouraged,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And a lot of that I think is what's stimulated all these like broken homes and stuff. It's like everybody was coming together for the wrong reason, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And that's why we like in a situation where we could talk about NBA All Star Weekend because
Right.
that mindset back then is still being carried over to this day.
No, no, that's true. Hey Ned, can I ask you a question, Ned?
Sure.
So, you ever had like a relative or a friend who was on that type of time, just on like the Victim Olympics or just bullshit, just a trash chick to where you said, I gotta get the fuck away from that person.
No, I can honestly say that like no, because my circle is all like I grew up. It was always small or whatever. Like
Okay.
if we fall off over the years, I still would call. You know what I'm saying? Because things happen, life happens. But yeah, like
Right.
don't forget I grew up. We grew up in the '80s, but my mom and them wasn't young. My grandmother wasn't young. I
Okay.
always known
Okay.
them as, you know what I'm saying? My mom grew up was born in '58. So all this
Damn.
other stuff. And my grandmother was born in 1925. So all of this is that's like foreign to me.
Okay. So you had a real old school, super old
Yeah,
school
like
upbringing.
ancient three. I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all, what's his name again? What's your name again?
Swole.
Swole.
Whoa, which is crazy because I haven't even had any kids yet. And then it's funny. Some of my high school mates were the same age. They already got grandkids,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and
Yep.
we're the same age. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, my grandmother was 58, almost 60 years old when I was born. Like that's all I know her as. She wasn't
Yeah.
out in no club.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, in today's time, don't be surprised if you see three generations of women in the same club. The granny,
That's a that.
the mom, and the daughter. It can happen. It can happen. It can
No,
happen. I'm not gonna say it happens
I
a lot.
believe you. That's what I'm saying. I can't.
Yeah.
Whew.
I won't say it happened a lot now, but it can happen. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But let me play some more of this real quick. I might not play the whole video, but I just wanted y'all take on it because I've been seeing this on YouTube. This thing about the white people are becoming black fatigue, and I'm just wondering what the fuck is black fatigue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Dylan, I'm sorry. Your mic must have got unblowed.
You're not muted on our end. You muted on your end. We can't hear.
Dylan, your mic not working. Well, while she's trying to figure that out, as someone who has been in corporate America, who has had upper leadership positions as well, I know how to conduct myself in a setting, and I have been reprimanded for being very to myself and being quiet, right? I'm not the type of person who causes problems. I know how to appropriately express myself. And even then, I've even had to, what we quote unquote, code switch to be even more palatable so that I do.
You have to code switch if you're a nice person. I've never had to code switch in corporate America. I was just normal.
I said code switch because to me, that's in more so in layman's terms, but I've even had to, what's what I'm looking for?
Oh, no, you said it the right way. You meant it the way you said it.
Okay, then we'll just keep that. I've had to kind of change it up a little bit because I felt like even if I'm my quiet, authentic self, that's still an issue. I've had that be an issue. Oh, why don't you talk to everyone else? Or why don't you do that? It's being perceived this way. Mind you, I do my job, go home, I speak to people, I say hello, but because I'm not doing some of the extras, then
that's what's required when you want to excel and get into upper leadership. You have to do exceptional things. It's not just about whether you do your job. If you just want the job, then you do your job and go home and nobody is going to bother you. If you want to excel and you want to go into upper leadership and you are now a representation in the face of the company, guess what? People have to like you. And so it's not their job to like you. It's your job to make yourself more accessible and your job to make yourself valued in the face of the people that you have to lead. That's called leadership.
You're not wrong, but what I'm saying is that sometimes as Black women, that's a little bit harder to do.
It's not.
Let me go back. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
It's not. No, hold on. It's not. Guess what? There are plenty of women that I know that are likable people. People don't hate them. They're not problematic. They're always seeking them out as project managers in order to do certain jobs. They get exceptional reviews. They level up in corporate America. They're a part of fraternities and sororities.
Black women, I need you to come to the front. I have a question.
And they do great things all the time. And guess what? They're Black women. And they don't have problems. They don't have issues with their personality. They don't have to go in and make things difficult. They are very much exceptional. They are very high in whatever their respective careers are. They network effectively. People like them and men love them. Yo, hold on.
All right, what's your thoughts? What up with the David C? I see you out there.
Yeah, I get what he's saying. And let's go ahead and let's also clear this up that, you know, I know I speak for myself and you too, Hurt. This ain't no black woman beat up session right here. This is just being open, having dialogue about things and holding ourselves accountable, you know, when it comes to issues like this. So let's point that out. But on the same token, I get what he's saying too, is, you know, we already perceive some kind of way off top. We can't escape that.
Right.
You know, so we do have to put in the work, especially if you're working in corporate America, to escape those tropes or stereotypes and whatnot. So if you already got a negative image of, you know what I'm saying, of just being negative or whatever, and that's what you're presenting or whatever, I don't know. It ain't helping nobody, you know. I don't know. It's just not helping the cause or whatever stuff. You don't have to be, I guess, have an attitude or whatever and stuff to feel like this is just how I have to be or whatever and stuff. It's like I live my life, and no matter what, I'm still gonna try to find some type of joy in life or whatever and stuff. You know, I refuse to just let stuff just get me down and keep me down and stuff. So I'm not going. Everybody that's around me or whatever, you hang around me, you're gonna feel uplifted. You're not gonna feel drained or whatnot and stuff. You know, I bring good energy or whatever because that energy I want it to spread or whatever and stuff. But I just know that as far as being a business owner or whatever, one thing I harp on is the experience. The experience you get from me, you're gonna remember it because it's gonna be positive. You know, I remember you did a show about, you know, about Black businesses or whatever and stuff, and talked about various experiences and stuff. A lot of times you know, we go to a black business, and I hate to say it, but you gotta deal with attitudes and whatever and stuff. Like, man, who want to deal with that?
That
Nah,
is
Like,
true.
nobody.
That is true.
Well,
yeah,
hold on though. Hold on though. Ned, chime in. What's your thoughts on what Holman just said? Anton Daniels.
I agree with he, said, we need some of us like in our community, like you know how I do. I call it that. We need to be accountable. I love
Right,
my black women, but some of us need to be accountable for what we be doing and saying.
right.
Or we play this role that if a man does it, it's wrong, but if the woman does it, it's wrong too. But we're gonna let her do it because she a woman. You know what I mean? Oh,
Right.
it's okay. It's okay if she does it though.
mm,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I mean,
And you need to be
yeah,
professional, period, no matter where you work at.
exactly.
right. I mean, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I be seeing videos and stuff, man. I be seeing, of course, this ain't all the black woman demographic. I know plenty of upstanding black women professionals who do their stuff and keep it moving. But a lot of them
Yeah,
be displaying ratchet behaviors in other people's businesses and get
yeah,
mad when they get called out for it. I'm like, that's not even like, why are y'all doing that? Like, y'all get mad. It was something, I guess, something that was in a clothing store trying to get some Lululemon and something went
Oh
wrong.
my God, HM3.
Yeah,
That was a disgrace for what they
and
was
they
doing.
and they just started twerking and talking crazy. I'm like, that's the most ignorant shit ever, mind you. Some of them people be the same when I talk about the degeneracy that black men do. But it's like if we gonna call it down the middle and call bullshit bullshit, let's just do that and call bullshit bullshit. Let's not give it a
yeah,
pass because it look cute because it's working. No, that's not no, no. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this how I always observe when it comes to twerking and shit like that. I don't mind women who do it, but they know when it's a place and time to do it. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
That's it.
yep.
That's it. Time and place. You know, it has some kind of
That's it.
decorum about yourself. Don't just think
Yeah,
because you got a little following and you talk loud and have a little attitude, you can do what you want to do, and we gotta accept that shit. Hell no. No, that's not it. That's not it. And that kind of goes to what he was saying about how some of them want to be the most disrespectful motherfuckers in the world, but once you shoot back at them, they become a victim.
hmm,
Like I had a female cousin I got into with some years ago. She got into with my wife.
Really?
Said some vile, disrespectful shit to me and my wife. My wife, I gave my wife some ammo though. It's my wife, so I gave her some ammo. I gave her some ammo to shoot back at her. Man, my wife took the words I gave her, put a twist to that shit, shot back at my goddamn cousin. Man, when I tell you, man, she been pissed ever since. Because not because I can't believe you. I'm like, yeah, bitch. You thought you can talk crazy to me and my wife, and you thought it was gonna just go one way? Nah. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't get out here and get out your body and think you can say what you want to say about me and mine, and we can't say nothing back to you. That ain't how that shit work. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shout out David C again, my boy. As he said, this go to all race. Don't be loud in a mess and then say it's an issue. Nah, for real. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Real talk. No cap. You know what I'm saying? And he also said he ran into a lot of these type of women in the work. You will. You will run into them. It don't got to just be black. It just in today's time, social media made everybody have the same dumb mentality. So some
yeah,
black women feel like everybody going to just black women. Oh no. All of them of all races follow the same trends on TikTok and the same little attitudes. You know what I'm saying? And they carry that shit. So
I
hmm,
just go harder on black women because that's my community and I want us to do better. I
yeah,
mean, you know what I'm saying? That's all.
but
Because
Ned,
and
you
then
can
what?
say that though, Ned. You a woman. You can say that. Me and Swole can't say that. We can't say that. We get called sassy.
Yeah,
and that's got to stop. We need to do a show on that some of this sassiness. They don't even know what the true word of a sassy is.
Hey, so what you think, man? I might do a show on that, man. I gotta
You
find
know,
a
yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah, cause the list is getting pretty. It's stupid. The list is getting pretty long.
Yeah, that's a word that's yeah. I don't think people know the true meaning of it. The same way, cultural appropriation when the other people took the word woke and made it into something else.
Yeah,
Yep, cause
man.
it was
Yeah.
totally different
Oh.
back in the
Don't,
day.
don't forget the word phobia. They made phobia something different too now.
Oh
Phobia is
yeah, that
not,
too.
is not the original definition. They definitely
Yeah.
changed that shit. They definitely changed that
Uh,
shit. You say something about the alpha community that's different. They're gonna call you some kind of phobia. I'm not scared of you motherfuckers. I just don't agree with you. A phobia
and that's the
means
thing.
scared.
People
I'm not scared.
exactly.
I just don't agree with you.
Yeah, anything uh that ends with phobia indicates fear, arachnophobia. That means you're afraid of
Right,
spiders.
right. You know what I'm saying?
So,
So that's why I be lost at. That's why I be lost at. You know what I'm saying? But let me
uh,
get there play a
but
little more of this here. What you been
okay,
saying?
before you do that, I want to go back to what Ned said, and I want to just emphasize what she said. 'Cause I strongly agree. Is we want to see us do better. I love what you just
Right,
said when you said that. It's all about seeing us do
right.
better. It ain't about coming down crashing on somebody and stuff. It's about, what I'm saying, you see a weakness or whatever and stuff, you see something that's holding us back, in order to overcome that, in order to do better or whatever, you gotta know when you're doing wrong.
No, that's real. Hold on. David
Yeah.
C said some more real shit. Don't matter where you're from, how you come up, just have respect and climb up. But if people cross the line, then yes, you got the rights to react. But you can't be a street person in the workplace. Thank you again, David C. You
That's
talking that
it.
shit, my boy. Because you can't.
That's it.
My whole thing is you can just be you, period. You don't gotta have next to you at work. At work, you're supposed to just be focused on your job, what you gotta do and get home. All that wanna be this persona you want to put out doesn't work. See, somebody like me, I get stereotyped because I'm a big black dude. You know what I'm saying? Off the rip. But I'm cool as hell in real life. I'm a super cool nigga. Everybody fuck with me. All races because I'm just that cool. I'm relatable. You know what I'm saying? But when you just go there and intentionally be on some bullshit, nah, man. Come on, man. Cut it out, man. No, that shit ain't gonna work. You can't disrespect nobody in their space. You know what I'm saying? Wherever they run and think just because you can hide under the guise of being a woman or a black woman that it's okay. It don't work like that.
Exactly.
That's my take on that. You know what I'm saying? But let me play a little bit more, y'all.
Funny to me how women who have the ultimate trump card in life, you guys literally have privilege in corporate America. All you got to do is be pretty, smile, do your job. For some reason, y'all fuck that up too. How?
Now that's true. I ain't gonna lie to you. I done had jobs. It don't even gotta be, you know what I'm saying, corporate. Just a job and just
Uh-huh.
I done seen the females come up fast. God damn, that ladder. Quick as shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like I said, hold on. David C said, I'm from the streets, tattoos and all. But in work, I know my line and I'm in front of VP Casino. Exactly. See what I'm saying? You can't do that. One thing about it, man, the VP, CEOs, supervisors, they can sense the real energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To where you don't gotta do that shit. They can sense, okay, he can know now, say he cool, he do his job. I like him. He's authentic. But some people take it to that next level. But back to what I was originally saying, Swole, have you not seen a lot of women come up in the ranks and jobs quick as hell?
Oh yeah.
Super
Oh yeah.
fast. They get shit. God
and,
damn.
and Well, I say I was working at Yamaha. I was like 19, 18. Yeah, I was like 18.
Right.
And this lady, she was put in
You
charge,
better
some
not fuck
lead
that
or
bag
whatever and
up,
stuff.
David. See, you better not fuck it up.
Uh,
Well,
yeah. And she got the position and became evil as all get out. Like it went to her head and stuff, man.
mm-hmm.
It's like that's when I started to learn that that's not to hate somebody is not so bad. 'Cause I hate that woman, man. You know, she thought she could go talk crazy to me, but no, you're not gonna talk crazy to me. I don't care who you are. But
Yeah.
it's just crazy that what you were saying, how the folks get up, in these titles and roles or whatever, they lose themselves or something.
Right.
In all the jobs I ever had, and I hate to do this, but I've never had a problem with a man as the supervisor or whoever. They be cool, relaxed. As long as you do what you have to do. But
Yeah.
them women, whew, Lord.
Yeah, I don't.
Some of them, I don't. Like you said, it must be the ego trip. I don't know. They just become a totally different person when they get that position.
Oh no, for
Mm-hmm.
sure. Hold on. David C said he need his trips and it's free. Shit. Talk shit to see. Man, look. David C, hey man, in the nation, nigga, we always salute you, man. Yo, Jug, what you do, double salute, bro. Everybody can't pop a hopping, my boy. For real. And you get paid while doing it. You know what I'm saying? The shit show. But no, you ain't lying though, Ned. The most issues I'm pretty good like working in the workspace with women because I'm a likable person. I'm relatable. I'm respectable to any and everybody that come around. You know what I'm saying? No matter the gender, none of that. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? But a stud supervisor, I just can't stand. She was alright with me, but the way she moved and carried herself, I can just tell was an ego. And it was like she
Yeah.
felt she was empowered by this position. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, Shawty, calm down, man. You trying to pipe up and talk crazy, even talk crazy to niggas like that. One nigga told me, hey, man, Shawty, you talking to me like this. Hey, my cousin from Washington Road gonna come up here and beat your ass at that time clock. She got quiet. You know what I'm saying? All that tough, rah. I'm from Chicago, shit went out the door. Oh, really? You that tough? Don't worry about it. Oh, for real, shit. Fuck Chicago. My cousin still Washington Road, right around the corner, bitch. She gonna pull up, she gonna see you. All that tough shit went out the window.
Yeah, let her know you got a hat trick for her.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You know what I mean? But that's like I said, that's the only issue I had. Any other female leader supervisor I had, I was always cool with them, man. Some of them like me. I just said I made enough to where they feel comfortable. They feel comfortable to be cool with me. You know what I'm saying? Like even this one sloppy body chick I used to work with, she was they gave her a position. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hated her for obvious reasons because she was an asshole. I ain't gonna lie to you. That little big bitch was extra as hell. But with me, she was cool because I was just like, what's going on? How you doing? You straight today? Everything working your way? All right, what you need me to do? I got that for you, my lady. Just keep it cool. And disarmed her because
yeah, and I feel I've been in the same similar situation too. Like most other like female supervisors or in management situations, whatever. Now they may be an ass to other people, but when it come to me, they come to me correctly or whatnot and stuff. And I give you know what I'm saying. We talk crazy, whatever and stuff, laugh, hee haw, whatever. Just like you were saying, man, we likable people. We got good energy and stuff. People gravitate towards us and stuff. But that one, and I don't know if she was stuck. To me, she was a troll, and I ain't talking about internet troll. I'm talking about like mythological troll, like stay on the bridge,
the
leprechaun
bridge,
type,
like you
with
say. Hey, Ned,
with the
David C
giant
said, what's
nose.
up with you?
What do you
or
mean?
whatever.
I'm good, David. See what's going on?
Yeah,
What
but
is
no,
that? See what you referring to, David C?
no, he just saying hey to you. That's all. That's all. He
Oh,
said
okay,
he,
David C.
yeah, yeah, that's all. But no, like I said, I've dealt for the most part. I ain't really had an issue with women with women supervisors. I know some people do. Like I said, I ain't really had an issue with the stud, but it was just the way she was just piping up at people. I ain't like it. I'm like, you need to calm down, Shawty. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody gonna fuck you up. You keep thinking you got this little position. You cool. Somebody gonna fuck you up. One of these bras at work
Yeah.
people gonna fuck you up, or one of these niggas is gonna get their cousin to come fuck you up. So all that tough shit, cut it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my brother used to work with one, and he was telling stories about he ended up calling her. He named her Rasputia.
God
She
damn.
was that bad. Yeah.
Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, for
Yeah.
me, that's why I like when I talk about this type of stuff, I always try to preface that I don't got a problem with black women. Because me, one, I'm a likable person, and also in my mind, I'm that nigga. So I don't give a fuck about your attitude. You can feel, you can talk this and talk that. I don't worry about that, sweetheart. Cause I know deep down on the inside, you soft. You soft. You a sweetheart, baby. You sweet. I don't care about that tough exterior. You still sweet as hell.
That's it.
Ain't that right, Ned?
I give it to you. One of the chill ones I like on the channel. Like only time I seen you act up if somebody try to start with you. You mostly be chilling with jokes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. That's how I always kick it. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Thank you, David C. Like I said, I don't care how tough the women try to portray themselves to be. Man, sit back and kick shit with the man. She gonna break down, man. She gets soft and sweet, like pudding. Those the women I used to love. I used to love to mess with when I was younger. Them tough ones, break her ass down.
That's
Break it
it.
down. Make her soft for me. She be tough for y'all niggas, but she soft for me. You know what I'm
That's right.
saying?
That's right.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all this one last story. I had took just a second job. I think I was in my early 30s. It was at nighttime. There was all older women. They did not like me. I think I was the youngest one. It was a cleaning job. They was hating on me.
Yeah, y'all go through that a lot though, man. Y'all, shit, y'all go through that, man. And that don't get talked
I
about
ended up
though.
quitting. I said I'm working another job. I can't do that. I said and they me. I said I quit. I just
That's the other thing. I've noticed it's like when y'all, especially if you look a certain way, it's like it's a competition with like where y'all get hated on or whatever and stuff, you know? Like
Mm-hmm.
your energy, just talk to you, whatever and stuff, you know, you go somewhere like I totally understand what you talking about with it. I seen so many examples where women will hate on other women for no reason. There's no gain to it.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to earn.
Nah, you ain't lying about that. I've seen the same thing. I've seen the younger chick come in there quiet to herself, ain't fucking with
and that's
nobody.
what I was. I was quiet. I only talked to one person on the
And it
man.
better not been a man. You were talking to a man, not them. Oh, Ned, they was on your ass.
Yep.
But they would talk. They would say hi to us, hi to me because I'm the younger one. They was like younger.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying because I've seen it. I've seen it plenty of time. Grow like when I was working. Like the older women be there. They they got their little rankings, their little cliques or whatever. And the new chick come there a little bit younger. Now, it don't gotta be a big age gap. Just a little bit younger. She can just look better. She can look better. She can even be fat and look better than them, or small and look better than them. It's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how it shapes out, it's a problem because don't let it be a spot where it's co-ed, where it's men and women working in the same workspace. Oh Lord, because some guy is gonna just say hi to you first before they say hi to her, and that's where the beef starts at. Every time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we've been in situations where
I got both of y'all quiet. I'm speaking that real shit. That really happens. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Like I said, I've seen it like women like, especially young or whatever, or you got like natural hair or so. It could be something that kind of
It could be
stand out.
anything, man. It
You
could be
know,
anything. And for all
yeah,
we know, your titties could sit up just better than hers, and that destroys her day. Cause your titties sit up better than her titties. You got proud, happy titties, and she got droopy, sad titties. That could fuck everything
yeah.
up. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit be. Unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? But let me get a little bit more into this video. Then I'm probably get ready to shut it down. I know my dog finna go live in a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be an interesting show he's gonna do. Hold on.
Listen, men love promoting women that look good, take care of themselves, smell exceptional, and get along with people. It's not difficult. You guys get front of the line, you get to take care of things, you get the first right of refusal, all of that. We have, and y'all got laws, well, y'all previously had laws that promoted, that encourage promotion and all that stuff. How do you fuck that up? How do you make it so difficult? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because y'all gossip, y'all ugly, y'all negative, y'all always disrespectful to people. You expect for people to tiptoe around you, and
Not
people,
happy.
and people are tired, especially white people, Indian people, Asian people. They're tired of looking at you coming in, look like who the fuck did it and why. You show up late every day. You always running your mouth. And you never really actually add any value to the organization. And when you don't get a promotion, it's everybody else's fault except for yours. People are tired of listening to Black women complain about their plight in life. You complain about your husbands, you complain about your kids, you complain about your job, you complain about the fucking color of the street.
You planted a lot of words right now.
No. Y'all just come. I don't know if y'all are ever happy.
Well, let us.
I don't like this nigga, but sometimes he's saying some real shit, man. Oh God.
Man. Yeah, he said it. He said it for right there.
Yeah. Hey, David C. Now, for real, bro. I gotta give it to him on this video. That nigga was talking that shit, bro. I'm like, God damn, we got a point, man. Like, it is true, man. In today's society, a lot of women just mad at shit that ain't got nothing to do with them. What the fuck you mad about that for? You know what I'm saying?
All right. Golly, man. There's a Dunkin' Donuts out here that this lady, she made me so mad, man. I would never go to the Dunkin' Donuts. I don't even know how they still exist. So you look at the reviews with it and stuff, it's like first thing you see with common denominator is just nasty attitudes. Nasty attitudes. And I don't know, I can't remember what happened or whatever, but ended up the lady got smart with me and I got smart right back with her and stuff. And she was like, well, you had the day that you deserve. And I was like, well, I hope you have a terrible day. I hope you have the worst day, and I hope your day. I went in on it with her. I just told her, I hope you have a bad day. Well, it's just like, I don't like for people to bring me out my character, because you know how I am. I'm laid back, I'm chill, I'm cool over there and stuff.
Right.
I don't let that, what's the other side come out with it, because it ain't nothing nice. I'm just unhappy for no reason. I'm like, damn. If you don't like what you're doing, man, get another job, so do something different. If you don't know how to socialize with people with that stuff, don't get a job working with people. Work with the public.
No, I agree with that shit for sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. But I'm gonna play a little bit more of this, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I got a text, I got a few things I gotta do, but I gotta let some more of this play this bitch up, so
Yeah, I
you
gotta
know
get
what
out here in
I'm
a
saying?
second to myself. All right.
Just let you know, and
Look,
black
they
women.
don't even like each other. I've never seen a group of black women go on a trip together and come back, and all of them are still the same towards each other when they get back.
Don't get attracted to that statement, y'all.
Y'all don't like each other.
Okay.
Did you know that black lesbians specifically,
Yes, have the highest, yes.
no. Black, no. We're not just talking about lesbians. Black are the worst of the worst.
You know why?
They hate each other. They get broken up and divorced more than anybody.
Yes, it's a
crazy. How do y'all have worse divorce rates than regular lesbians?
Because lesbians ain't supposed to be bumping coochies anyway.
Why are the other lesbians doing better than the black?
No, they not. They into some
Yes, they
weird.
are.
They're into some weird shit.
No, they don't. They just.
I don't want to talk about why.
They worse than the men.
Them ladies be together. Why they old?
They worse than the men, but they bump coochies quietly. Keep it moving. Y'all be fighting with each other. When I see white lesbians, they just all look like Rosie O'Donnell.
They are smart enough to beat they bitch
When I see black lesbians, one of them want to look like Future, the other one want to look like
Manny.
I don't know. Ellen was beating out her wife. Ellen.
And so now, you know what I'm saying? I seen two lesbians arguing outside of a new spot that opened up in the city. Hey, I said, what is wrong with them? Why are they so aggressive towards each other? What is wrong? Have y'all ever prayed? Have y'all ever talked to God and said to yourself, no, think about it for a second. Talk to God and said to myself, why did I come out of the womb angry? What is it about me that makes me a difficult? What about me that makes me crazy? Why do I put on so much perfume and accept and require everybody to suffer through it at the corporate workplace?
How we go from
you are raised by a black woman. You are married to a black woman.
Why is it
your
that
perception of black women so negative?
It's not negative.
I got
it's
negative
just facts. Facts are negative.
No.
Then that means if the facts are negative,
it's your turn.
No.
When I address the men and I call them dusty and I say, hey man, get your money up, get your life together or whatever, they just take their L and they make the adjustment they win in life. Whenever I address black women and I say, hey, listen, you're a little bit dusty and you've been sucking a little bit too much dick over the last 2 years, then they say, oh my God, you hate black women. How do I hate you when I'm listen, if I hated you, I wouldn't tell you that too much dick. I would just join the line. But I don't join the line. What I do is I say, hey, black woman, stop, get up off your knees, a little too ashy, and stop letting people use you as a rag. I'm holding you accountable because I want you to do better, not because I want to.
All right. That is funny right there.
He said what?
He said, if I ain't care about you or whatever, I'll be next in line.
Hey man, I don't agree with a lot of his views, but on that one, I gotta give him his props. He kept it all the way real, and that right there is something that always comes up whenever these conversations do happen. Is that you must hate black women? Why must it be a simple course correction have to mean I hate all women? That's not what this is. Like, why is it that everybody else can get criticized and caught up for their shit except for y'all? You know what I'm saying?
I tell you, I feel like accountability is like kryptonite.
It ain't accountability ain't that bad once you accept it.
Yeah.
It's just so ego to get involved. Once you know you did it, I gotta work on that shit. That's it.
Well,
oh, hell no. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I respect about my bros, about you or whatever, and whoever else that's in my small crew is we hold each other accountable. We let each other know, you know what I'm saying, when we falling short.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it ain't nothing to take to the heart or whatever. It's like, man, if you trying to grow, you gotta be watered. You gotta be
Yep.
fertilized or whatever and stuff, you know? You can't just sit there and be stagnant and think you're gonna get some improvement, you're gonna get some growth or whatever. You know, you gotta let some people water give you some knowledge, put you on some game or whatever, let you know when you falling short or whatever stuff. If you don't have people in your life that's not willing to tell you, you know what I'm saying, hey man, that's not a good look or whatever and stuff, then who are the people that you have in your life? What are they doing? You can't just be you just can't go through life with a bunch of yes people thinking that you're gonna succeed, that you're gonna excel or
I
whatever stuff.
agree.
Man, like when we talk about wealth or being rich or whatever and stuff, it ain't always
Mm-hmm.
about money. A lot of times it's about who you got in your life, who you got in your corner, you know,
No
who you
lie.
got
Hey, that's
motivating
real.
you.
But
You know what I'm
look,
saying? You got people
look though.
that feel
Hold
like they
on.
got compete against you or whatever and stuff. Yeah, them for that ain't for
Mm-hmm.
you.
No, that's real. But I was gonna say this, David C. I never understood it either, bro. Like the whole thing about women want to be that want to be with other women that look like men. I would never ever understand that logic. Cause my whole thing is you get with a woman that want to look like a man, you get a man. I see if it's two femmes, I can get it. But if it's just
Hmm.
you want a nigga bitch that can kind of be kind of soft and emotional, but hit you with a plastic wood, and she can never tell you how good your coochie really is because she ain't feel nothing. That's kind of crazy. You know, some of
Hey,
y'all
great.
women be
Hey,
sucking that dildo and knowing she can't feel that plastic dildo that she's sucking, but she gonna make a face to make you think that you're doing something, and your dumb ass believe it. You believe that she could feel that plastic that you sucking in her facial expression. You know what I'm saying?
these are some of the conversations we done had many a years about that man, it's crazy.
Hey man, hey, my step home girls try to tell me about what good pussy is, and I shut her up quick. I said, you ever hit a chick, pussy so good, 5 strokes in, you gotta flip over because you don't want to bust too quick. She said, oh, I put the fifth on that one. I said that you can't tell me what good pussy is, sweetheart. You ain't never had it
Yeah,
before. I said, it happens to the
yeah.
best of us. I don't give a damn who
Uh-huh.
you is.
That's
That
it.
motherfucker hitting that motherfucker hitting. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. You be fighting, struggling, whatever, stuff like, man, come on, man. Don't let me down.
Yeah. Like, come on, goddamn it. We had a conversation before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I told you what it was gonna be, but
Uh-huh.
unbeknownst to me and him, we ain't know Shot would come under pressure like that. So it is what it is.
Man, my
Just
emotional
saying.
support snake is supposed to do the supporting. Come on now.
Right.
We're here for a good
It happens.
cause.
You know, it happens.
We yeah, do
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
But yeah.
So, like I said, man, that is funny to see though, man. A lot of them chicks definitely be on that trying to mess with them studs, and they realize in the end they don't get nowhere. But see, the one thing I always gave studs credit for was that them studs have moved shouty in with them 3 kids, co-sign her car. You know what I'm talking about? The bitch that she living now because she got a free car and roof and shelter for her and her 3 kids. And the stud
Hmm.
thinks she flexing on us, not knowing 6 months down the line, she could be in the workplace talking about, oh my God, I can't stand this bitch. Yeah, I bet.
Bruh. There's a new epidemic that's going on right now where I think I can't remember if I sent you the video. If not, I'll send it to you. Where
Uh,
this shit is crazy, man. But it's studs are giving up on women and now actually coming to try out the tube steak.
right.
Like they were like, man, they women are insane, or whatever. Like, and it go back to the whole accountability thing or whatever and stuff. And like I said, once again, this is not a bash woman podcast or whatever and stuff, you know.
Right, right.
But the studs are going and they coming out in drones talking about, man, we stud, but we stopped dealing with these ladies or whatever. So we come to the dudes, we come for the fellas or whatever and stuff. You know, we switching it up and I guess coming back home or however you want to say it.
I mean, it be like, listen, bro. Let me tell you something. A lot of that shit, man. Some of them studs do have trauma from that was touched, molested by somebody in their family or some shit.
Yeah.
So or they been,
Yeah.
it happens. So some of them are forced that way. A lot of them were just ugly and just felt that, you know what I'm saying, nobody would want them. So they just went that way. You know what I'm saying? And some of them just went through a little phase, man. You know, shit. You be cool with a stud too long, and she look a little decent. She gonna become possessive over you, even though she know what she is. She could think she's possessive. That woman gonna come out of her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, hey, this nigga. Hey, is this your homeboy Super Taker?
Yeah. Yeah. What are you talking about?
That nigga talking shit, man. Hey, man, salute to you, homie. You know what I'm saying? This nigga going crazy in the chat, bro. Going crazy, man. Oh my god, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. My cousin told me one time, man. He said him and the stud homegirl had a chick, a bad little bitch, and they were both fucking her, right? He said, man, I'm going crazy on this chick, and the stud watching me. He said, I got so caught up in the situation, and the stud, she got naked too. He said, I just fucked around and grabbed a titty. And the stud said, what? She said, hey, bro, but he said, my bad, man. I was caught up in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Man, I saw 4 titties, nigga. So I grabbed the extra one while I was hitting this one.
You got that right. That's right.
Oh shit, man.
Oh man.
That shit be happening. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Some of them still be capping on social media, be lying, this, that, and the third. Some of them do be getting smashed in real life, man. They get smashed. They get smashed.
I know one
they
short,
all don't go to the sperm bank
mini
to get babies. They don't all go to the sperm bank to get babies. I promise you that. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy. But
man.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Hey, as you should, bro. I tell anybody, dog, you in these streets, dog, and you out here, man, single. Ain't nothing wrong with a stud homegirl, man. They cool as hell, bro. I ain't gonna cap you now. I ain't saying try to hit them. You know what I'm saying? But they cool. You know what I'm saying? They put you on some plays, you know what I mean? Some money shit. Because they can get in a certain environment that you can't get into. You know what I'm saying? So they cool. You know what I mean? I just look at it as some of them act that way, and the aura of a real man around them, it makes them loosen up. It happens. On God. Swear to God. Swear to God. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? She take off that sports bra and that and them and1 shorts. You see ass and titties everywhere.
Hey, what Big Jaw, lesbian homie.
Yeah. Yeah. He be surprised.
Yep to be.
Yeah, you talking about. You talking about. Give a fuck about that. Give a fuck about that do rag you got on. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about that. He'll give a fuck about that do rag or that Nike headband. Goddamn. Fuck. Just saying.
Close the door. Let me give you what you've been waiting for. said, turn them
Nah,
off.
for sure. Hey, Super Taker, man. Subscribe to the channel, my boy. Like I said, me and Swole gonna do another stream sometime the week, maybe, man. And I would
Yeah.
love for you to come up on the panel, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get your spill on whatever we're gonna talk about. But yeah, man, I'm probably gonna get ready to shut this down. I got something to go do real quick and all that good stuff. I know my dog A Weezy Bang is getting ready to go live. So if y'all don't know any better, man, y'all know what I'm saying. Tap into my homie, man. He finna go live on the Diddy shit. If he gonna drop the link, y'all get up there. Trust me, this like the best show on YouTube. I swear to God, I stamp that shit. Don't care. You know what I'm saying? Let me goddamn type it in real quick. You know what I'm saying? Type in this name and find this channel, whatever. I promise y'all, it's the best motherfucking best streams, period. I promise you. Like this shit hilarious. Oh God. But Swole, your closing statements. What you gotta say, bro?
If you don't like your situation, get out of it.
Fair enough.
Work, relationship, or whatever. The women that think they're gonna go to NBA All-Star Weekend and come back home to a home, sadly mistaken. It's a new era, and these dudes are wising up. And if you do have a home to come back to, do not trust them, because especially do not trust me.
Nah, for sure.
Everybody said it the best. When they go low, I'm going lower.
Nah, for sure. And Super Taker said all the fine stuff that want to factory reset button, press subscribe, or DM this page. One of our associates will get you all fixed up. Yes, they will. Won't be me, but one of our associates will definitely get you fixed up. I promise you. We got you. We got you on the side. We come to the trap for sure. We got somebody to get you right every time in the trap. You dig? But that's what it is. That's my nigga A Weezy Bang channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Just type it in YouTube, whatever the case. Go to his shit. Trust me, it's worth the entertainment for shit show. You know what I'm saying? Swole, I'm gonna wrap it up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have it on the back line. We're gonna chop it up and figure out the next thing we're gonna talk about. Super Taker, like and subscribe, bro. We got to get you on the panel, my boy. No cap.
Yeah, we gotta get them on here.
For sure. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.